Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. We are checking out the Eyes One, or we're doing the Eyes One Spotlight reaction. We just finished reacting to Produce 48, which is why I'm doing a Spotlight reaction, much like I did for Produce 101 with IOI. The interesting part about Eyes One is that I actually did react to them once, but it was like 2 years ago, and unfortunately, I couldn't remember all of the members from the group. So when I went into Produce 48, I was legitimately clueless about probably like 50 to 40 to 50% of the members that actually ended up making it to the group, which made for some really interesting, reactions because I knew about, Sakura, Yena, Kwanun B, Chaewon, Eugene, Lee Cheon, Wonyoung, but there are still other members obviously that I didn't know about, and I was kind of heartbroken for some members. I was really a big fan of Go Eugene, especially the whole rumor performance that she didn't get to do. I was already a fan of Miro because I checked out Queendom Puzzle, but she became once again a favorite. Juri was amazing. Lee Cone was it was heartbreaking to see her not make it. Chowon was obviously a big one as well that I thought was going to make it too. And there's plenty of other girls that I'm not mentioning because I don't want to list off everyone that I liked on the show and was disappointed with not making it. But knowing that Lee Cheon made it, because she was like one of the most memorable faces from the Panorama music video. It was kind of heartbreaking to see the road that she had to take on because she was literally announced last. And then also just watching, girls like Yena, who I became a big fan of, watching the inception of her, watching, someone like Eugene and Wonyoung, who I'm a huge fan of with IVE, watching Chaewon and Yena, who became best friends, and literally just recently finishing up watching Hey Mili Chepan and seeing them on that show barely, communicating was really, really interesting. And then obviously being a huge fan of Le Seraphim was really, really cool to see some familiar faces from that group too, as well as Yirin of Everglow. I was so shocked to see her face. It was awesome. She was absolutely adorable, and I really felt bad that she didn't make it too. I, for some reason, thought that she would for sure make it, and then she got eliminated. And that's how I felt about a lot of the girls. By the end of it, though, I feel like it wouldn't be surprising to say that if they actually made a second group out of the remaining 8 that were eliminated in the finale, you could have had an amazing group to Eyes One, and it would have been fucking glorious. So yeah, with that being said, we're jumping into the spotlight reaction. We are focusing on the Korean title tracks, for one, because I do want to react to not more than 4 music videos at a time because of copyright reasons, and I already reacted to Panorama, so it would be nice, it would be interesting to listen to that song on my own time after this, and just to put everything into perspective, because that song is going to hit a little bit differently with everything that I know about Eyes One now. But also, Japanese releases are kind of problematic with YouTube reactions because of copyright. So for that reason, I decided to focus on the remaining 4 Korean title tracks. So with that being said, let's get into number 1, which is going to be La Vie en Rose. Let's go.
빨갛게 물들여 지금 이 시간 I'll make it red, make it red.
Ooh, I love that.
내 맘에 빨간 장미처럼
Thinking about love.
새롭게
Man, seeing Sakura. Hey, what? Nice. Ooh. Ooh.
가까이서 봐도 난 좋아. 반짝이는 눈빛, 루비같이 모든 시선.
Ooh, I like the visuals with the fragile.
내가 그 눈빛보다 더 빛나게 빨갛게 물들일게. 이런 느낌은 사탕보다 더 내가 느끼는 달콤함처럼 그냥 이끌려 나는 에너지도
Oh, she's so adorable.
만들어봐 너의 나비.
Yeah, I really love. I need my keyboard. Sorry, it's too far away. I really love the lyrics too. I don't want to make it blue. Like I don't want to be depressed, sad, and all that kind of stuff. As the color red is representative of like love, passion, and being happy, basically. And then I also I love the visuals of being in the actual suitcase and like the fragile, because my feelings, my emotions are fragile. I'm in a fragile state and all that kind of stuff. As they're almost like taking it's for a second there I thought of like going on vacation, but a lot of emotional baggage basically is what this represents. Cool. I love this pre-chorus too. I wanted to talk about it, and then Kwon B's vocals came out and I was like, I'm just gonna shut up. But damn, this is a really beautiful song. Much more mature than I was expecting their first music video to be.
완벽해진 이 느낌 가까이서 봐도 난 좋아.
Cause like the visuals with them with the grown-up clothes, like this, like their faces do not match the outfits. Like they look so pure and young to wear that. Damn. Damn, that was adorable. The rap with Yana is really nice. Nako is just the cutest. I hope those are alcohol free. This song is beautiful. Sakura looks incredible. Lee Chaeyeon. Nice. And I love the choreo of like a flower as well, was really, really cool. Honestly, if I wasn't watching the show, I might have a completely different like interpretation of this song and whatnot, but at the same time, with everything that they've been through on the show, lyrics like don't want to make it blue, don't want to, be sad, always shining, don't forget this rose that is basically each and every one of them. This song almost feels like them never giving up on themselves in some way throughout the show, because they've been through some struggles on that show. One of the most shocking visuals is like when Sakura was being completely demolished by the dancing trainer. She was brutally honest, sure, but in the moment of me watching it, and being such a big fan of Sakura and La Seraphim, and knowing these girls already, that they made it so big, and then watching the inception of it all, it was so shocking to see Sakura being like chewed up like that, and like to see her tearing up and like not wanting the part that was given to her. And I think she gave it back to Chowan, if I'm not mistaken. It was really, really heartbreaking to see her so defeated. And, various girls had, as they always do on survivor shows, like struggles, and it's all about kind of like adversity builds character and all that kind of stuff, and not giving up on yourself in order to make it through and become part of this wonderful group that is IZONE. And as the lyrics say, life in pink, like pink colored glasses, but also La Vie en Rose, is basically meaning seeing life through rose-colored glasses, living with an attitude or outlook of positivity, trying to see the beauty in the everyday, like you do when you first fall in love. So this song definitely has, a more like love kind of interpretation to it, in terms of like rose-colored glasses and falling in love with someone that makes you feel as if everything is okay, and never seeing any fault, never feeling blue, always feeling like your world is seen through like the happiest lens possible. So it definitely applies to that, but also it definitely applies to, in my opinion, as far as like IZONE as a whole, being able to look at life through rose-colored glasses now that they've been through everything that they've been through on the show, and finally being happy and releasing beautiful music, even though they were eventually, unfortunately, disbanded. But just with the 2 songs that I've checked out, I definitely wish IZONE got the chance to exist for much longer than they actually did. The scenery was really, really cool. Like the shots with like Yena with the baggage and the fragile stickers and everything else, and like the emotional baggage that is almost like holding her back, and her being in a fragile state, was emphasized really, really well. And the choreo was wonderful. Wonyoung at the end in the center, obviously, because she was number one on the show. And just like the choreo of almost like a flower opening up, I thought it was really, really, really beautiful. There's like all these, I guess, alcohol-free drinks, which instantly make me think of like Alcohol-Free by Twice. So like being drunk in you, which could be like more of a love metaphor as well here. But I have a strong inclination to associate the lyrics and like some of the visuals with the girls as wrote on Produce 48, because we literally just last week finished watching it, so it's very fresh in my mind. So and the lyrics, don't forget this rose standing right here, and each of the girls is pointing at themselves, and they form almost like they're a rose all by themselves with the choreo, was really, really cool. So never forget yourself, never let yourself forget these rose-colored glasses. Not everything in life is perfect, but I would rather, look at life through these glasses, because it'll give me more positivity instead of focusing on life through a dirty lens, which will be very negative and will provide nothing but pain and suffering and all that kind of stuff. So let's move on to the next music video, which is going to be Violeta.
눈 감아도 느껴지는 향기 은은해서 빠져들어 저 멀리 사라진 그 빛을 따라 난 너에게 더 다가가 날 보는 네 눈빛과 날 비추는 빛깔이 모든 걸 멈추게 해.
The vocals are very, very cute, and also like I didn't even get the chance to talk too much about like the visuals themselves from La Vie en Rose, but the girls looked absolutely beautiful, pure, and also like the visuals and like the adult coats. It almost made it feel like if it's about love and like the maturity of the coats and whatnot, maybe like seeing themselves as adults or something like that. I'm not sure, or like thinking about love stories, and maybe it's a reference to maybe like something of a K-drama. I'm not sure. Anyway, the girls here again look wonderful and sound really really cute. And I just saw a tiny bit of Haewon here. Ooh. Oh. Of course. I feel like it's funny with Haewon delivering those lyrics because the fans definitely believed in her throughout that show because she was like insanely popular and she went incredibly high, and I'm very very happy to see her in the group. I really liked her on the show. Hey. Ooh, that was awesome. I love the dancing up on in the water. Oh. Whoa, this last chorus is awesome. Holy. And then it opens up even more, much like a flower. And the invert. The inverted smoke is really, really cool too. Damn. Ooh. Anya looks adorable. This song was absolutely beautiful. The music video is absolutely beautiful. What I love about this one, outside of the actual song and like the vocals and that last chorus, the way it opens up towards the end, but the visuals were really, really outstanding. The symbolism is really, really cool because according to IZONE's wiki page, the title track Violeta was inspired in part by the fairy tale The Happy Prince. In Violeta, the flower, the violet flower, portrays a person that fails to find true happiness whom IZONE loves and comforts at the same time. Thereby, IZONE is reinterpreted as the swallow that delivers the sapphire, which symbolizes happiness to the violet flower. So, in the scenes where it seems like the girls, like, Sakura is surrounded by all the flowers, you have Yuri, I believe, drinking that blue fluid, which represents the actual flower itself. Always comforting. It's not the flowers that comfort IZONE, it's IZONE that comfort the flower, and the flower is basically each and every single one of us who feels as if they don't deserve or uh, are not worthy of happiness. So they love us, or they love that special someone who is represented as the flower more than they can even imagine. And therefore, they breathe back the happiness and the life into that flower. So the title track, Violeta, concludes as a strong narrative which aims to deliver a message in hopes that everyone will realize their precious self value. So you are my Violeta, basically, and don't you ever fucking forget it. It was so beautiful. I was wondering what was happening with like Yuri when she was drinking the blue fluid, which is literally like the substance of the actual flowers, and you could only see like the petals and then you see another visual with the tree where the flower isn't blooming, the flower isn't even growing, and there's like the diamond, or like the sapphire rather, which is almost like the jewel, in a way, the jewel of life, all of the happiness and the joy that is being emphasized in that one jewel that they give to the flower, and everything that it represents, and like the literally like this tree that barely has any flowers on it. Then you see like this visual here with all the flowers growing, which kind of honestly reminded me a little bit of Hotel de Luna, like when the tree is dry and leafless, it like the sadness, and then the second Manwo is like feeling happy, and everything that has to do with Gucheongsong. Suddenly the tree begins to bloom and leaves and everything is starting to pop out from it, and it literally breathes life into it. So that's what IZONE is doing to the tree and to the flowers themselves. So instead of the flower representing the happiness, it's IZONE representing the happiness to breathe joy into the flowers, which represents someone else who feels as if their life is without joy. So, and the lyrics basically, confirm it. Like, I'll wait for you until always. I will never let you go. I will always be by your side. As Sakura is literally waiting in that field of flowers and everything, and there's like this empty glass box as well. The dancing in the water was so incredibly beautiful, especially towards like the bridge where there was like a lot of strobing, was really, really cool. And then all the happiness that the girl, like, this literally feels like she's the sapphire in the middle of that flower because of the visuals. The color of the fabric is very representative of the actual flower that is blooming towards the end of the music video. I thought that was absolutely freaking beautiful. The lyrics, like, just as you are, just as you feel, show me yourself. Don't be afraid to show your feelings, emotions, and just to be who you are, and don't let anything tell you otherwise. This was absolutely incredible. Damn, absolutely fucking blown away. IZONE is phenomenal. It definitely took me a long time to get here, but I actually cannot wait to then on my own time listen to Panorama again, because it's going to hit completely different. So with that being said, let's move on to our next music video, which is going to be Fiesta. What in the Moulin Rouge is happening? Whoa. So cute. Whoa, that is a beautiful visual. You're at the good age. You're at the good age. That's also something that I decide. Okay, we'll talk about it later. Oh, wait, I heard this song, but not by IZONE, right? Like, it must have been covered somewhere because this chorus is really, really familiar. So, the age thing, you're at the good age, that's something that I decide that don't tell me how to live my life. I'm guessing every moment of myself is beautiful and dazzling. Party, I deeply swallow the sun in my heart. I'll be burning eternally. I won't set through out these seasons. Okay. Wow. Oh, hell yeah. Those black and white outfits are crazy. That was cool. I freaking love that when they do that with the Doctor Strange hands. That's what I call it. I know there's a different name for it, I guess, but to me that's the Doctor Strange. I love how fantastical this is. So cute. Precious. Whoa. Ooh, that was so cool. That is dope. And holy shit, that was like a couple of transitions in a row, damn. And this to then and one. Ooh. This music video is absolutely gorgeous. Damn. That was freaking insane. Like, IZONE is 4 for 4. So what I'm getting from the lyrics, basically, especially because of the you're at the right age, there was like something, and then saying that's for me to decide, and then all of my seasons, every day is a splendid festival, and basically every day my life is a fiesta, my life is a party that I'm going to celebrate myself for being who I am, and now is the time, and nothing is going to stop me from expressing myself, from feeling happy, for feeling like my life is a party, and no one is going to rain on my parade or tone down my colors. There's like literally the visuals of like Swan being like this angel with the wings and shit. There's Haewon, like towards the end of the music video when she says it's now, she's holding that yellow ball, which represents the sunshine, as the lyrics literally say, I deeply swallow the sun of my heart, or something like that. I'm not sure how accurate the translation is, but my life is my party, which kind of like reminds me of the classic song, It's My Party, and I'll cry when I want to, or something like that. But here, the girls are not going to cry because their life is their own and no one is going to mess with it, basically. So it's my time to shine. Finally, I've been dreaming about this moment for so long, and I can finally pull the trigger and have this fiesta and whatnot. So I thought that was absolutely beautiful. The styling is absolutely incredible. There's so much color in this, which is really, really cool, because literally each of the girls has a different colored outfit to basically emphasize the fact that each of the girls has a very unique color, a very unique style, and it's kind of what brings them all together. So that was really, really, really beautiful. Lee Cheon with these visuals and like the outfits and like the yellow thing that she is, damn, they use it in gymnastics. I forgot what is the thing, but also kind of like representing the sun, I guess, because of the yellow color, which coincides with the ball that Haewon was holding as well. I absolutely love this song. Like, again, IZONE is 4 for 4 for me. And all of these songs have sounded, it's not even that they sounded good. It's not even that they sounded amazing. All these songs almost like have like some sort of a like iconic quality to them that makes it really, really easy to understand why all of these music videos have racked so many freaking views and why so many people love this group so much and hold them to such a high standard. They're absolutely crazy. Let's move on to the final music video for today, which is Secret Story of the Swan. Let's go. Ooh. Of course I will. Injury? Come on. Whoa. Whoa. Swan and Bees is a queen. What else is new? Whoa. Why does this chorus sound so epic? Holy shit. Ooh. Damn, Yana is wild. That's ironic. That's sad. I think this is my favorite song from IZONE. Oh. Let's go, Chan. Oh! Wait, let's take it back. Beauty with red hair and then Chan dancing in the water. Oh! Holy shit. This was fucking incredible. I think this is my favorite song by them. And this whole reaction today has just been like falling in love with IZONE. This was insane. Each of these songs just has like I just said it after the third reaction, but each of the songs legitimately has like such a big time quality to it. Outside of how insanely epic and cinematic this fucking chorus was, the actual song is also pretty fucking beautiful. The visuals here, I really need a second to get my thoughts together. Honestly, like I was so freaking bamboozled. Like the secret story of the Swan, it's almost like they are the Swans, basically, who went through. Holy shit! The visual of Sakura literally avoiding those clocks that could have fucking whacked her. It looks like clocks, but it also almost like an object that, you know, like those trap contraptions that could kill you. So she went through. It's almost like going through obstacles that took time, much like the Survivor show would produce. Then there's again all kinds of like clocks. Would you keep it in your eyes? The small world filled with you that will open the door. There's like some sort of a hypnosis with Chaewon that is happening, and the clocks, and then Kwonon B is like part of the clock. Is that supposed to represent like the time that we've spent so far together? And then there's like the visuals of like the girls flying on that car into a stormy cloud, like literally facing adversity and hatred, which is kind of like what any group out there is going for. No matter how good you are, you will always find someone that hates you. So instead of letting yourself be stuck on that cloud, I will breeze past it. And they literally have a boarding pass. IZONE. Not sure what does it. Not sure. It says something. Is that Argentina? So they're flying with elegance, going through, fighting haters with elegance, almost like not putting any emphasis on them. The song is almost kind of like appreciating like appreciating the fans for always supporting them and allowing them to make their dreams become a reality by also at the same time avoiding and not put emphasis on any of the hatred that they get, because again, it doesn't matter who you are. If you are doing something that so many people love, you're going to get at least a couple of percent of people that are going to hate you for no apparent reason and just want you to fail, disband, whatever the case is. And when you rack up the kind of views that these girls have, just 1% of a couple 100 million is a ton of fucking people wanting to go for your head, sending you mean, nasty messages that the girls even talked about on Produce 48. And I think there was like an episode where I think the representative was talking about, don't let that into your head, don't let the mean messages put you away from the path that you are on, because clearly you're doing all the right things. And then this visual with Yana, what does she say? Well, everyone laughs at me. So it's almost like Yana is almost like representing like the ugly duckling that became kind of like the swan and whatnot. And the safe is a representation of something deep inside my mind or deep inside my heart even. So, and then you have Lee Cheon, who actually, holy fuck, like Lee Cheon went through a ton of shit on the show as well. Like every time she tried her hardest, even in that performance, the second to last performance episode where she did an amazing job. She led the team, but still didn't rank all that high. I think her team got 5th place. Like everything that she's doing, she was so like consumed when like the trainer told her that she's that she's doing well, and she instantly broke down because she was under so much pressure. Like she really needed to learn about how to not let negativity impact her life. And there's also the same that can be said about Yena, who's always kind of like making everyone else's life worth living, always happy go lucky, always precious. And when in reality she herself was very, very much down on herself. So that is kind of like seeing the both of them here almost like go from being like the ugly duckling, quote unquote, to then becoming the swans, or like I think the ugly duckling, and then becoming the swan. So this was so freaking beautiful. Don't be afraid to. This literally kind of breaks my heart a little bit because of Eyes One, and then Panorama was the next title track, and then it was the end. And it felt as if, I think I even remember talking about the music video almost as if this is not the end, this is almost like the beginning or something along those lines. And then it's like, well, that's the end of it. So these lyrics are kind of, sad in a very heartbreaking, in a very ironic way. And like that fucking sci-fi thing, almost like representing something within like their minds and hearts, something that, the colors that all the girls have to not break and to keep being strong, as literally the girls are going through like that cloudy, thunderous sky, and they're powering through. And then, oh my God, they're literally dancing on top of the fucking thunder. So they're above the hate and becoming a swan in their own right, as like the Produce show, and then everything that they've been through and anything hateful that ever was said about the group, they took it all and they put that literally below them. So they're dancing on top of a cloudy, thunderous sky, which is filled with hate, but they don't put any emphasis on that. And then like literally this visual, which is literally a representation of like the swans and like the ducklings and the feathers and all that kind of stuff. It's like literally Eyes One never giving up on themselves, and the girls not giving up on one another, and always having those colors. And then Lee Chan literally doing what she does best and what made her a standout initially on the show is like her dance moves, and then proving how good she is of a leader and a vocalist and everything else. I dance only for you, almost like to the fans. That's kind of how it feels like. This is absolutely fucking beautiful. Eugene looks incredible. Yeah, like I feel like I didn't even get the chance to compliment almost none of the girls because I was so bamboozled with how amazing these songs are. So please apologies if I didn't get to mention some of the girls, but they all looked absolutely spectacular and sounded insane. And this is probably, especially after going through this music video again and kind of getting more of like the metaphors and everything else, I feel like this is probably my favorite song by IZONE. Although I do remember being very, very touched by Panorama. So I'm going to have to listen to that again with the context of everything that I know about IZONE right now. Obviously, it's going to hit a little bit differently. So I'm very, very excited to check it out on my own time. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this reaction, let me know in the comment section. Hope you did. And if you did, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, check out the Patreon if you want to see some exclusive reactions, which of course includes Survivor shows such as Produce 101 and 48. And if you want to see more, check out the link. And there's a pinned post in there. You can check out the full list without the need of signing up or becoming a member. You don't have to pay anything to see the list. But if you see something on there that you find intriguing and want to support, check it out and subscribe. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Be well and safe wherever you are and have a wonderful weekend. See ya.